Howdy friends, Bernardo Spaniel here from Nardi.net, and I hope you're all doing great. Today I want to talk to you about some of my absolute favorite miniatures for Blitz Bowl Ultimate Edition or even Blood Bowl. And these are miniatures from a creator called Brutefun Miniatures. I absolutely love his work. I wholeheartedly recommend it to people who are looking to expand their Blood Bowl range, their Blitz Bowl range, or just looking for some amazing painting projects. Brutefun Minis are just so much fun to paint. There is just enough detail on here to make you feel a little overwhelmed, but not so much where it's like, oh my God, this is insane. Whenever I play Blitz Bowl, I find myself playing the Brutefun Minis instead of the Games Workshop stuff because they just look cooler to me. And over time, I've bought a majority of the ranges he has so far. I find myself wanting to collect everything he has, not out of some weird fanboyism, but because they just look really, really good. And I find myself genuinely excited every time I have a new set of Brutefun Minis in front of me to paint. They really make me want to focus and try harder. I feel like these minis have forced me to get good at painting, get better at painting. And every time I finish a new set of Brutefun Minis, they're my new favorite minis in my Blitz Bowl library. And I have a whole lot of minis in my library. I have 22 out of the 23 Blitz Bowl teams. And so yeah, I'm in the ecosystem, and I have a majority of the Games Workshop sculpts, and they're good for the most part. For the most part, they're good. Other times, they're not so good. The Elves Games Workshop stuff, the Brutefun Elves, amazing. The Orcs for Games Workshop, they're okay, but the Orcs for Brutefun are freaking amazing. And the Brutefun's Goblins made me want to buy goblins. Same for his trolls. These minis are amazing. I found myself in love with them a long time ago when I made myself a set of black orcs from the Brutefun mini set, and they were just unbelievably beautiful. If you want to hear me gush more about that sort of thing, you can check out a Crabomancer's Cauldron review, the Etsy store review on my channel as well. I also go into it a lot there because everything I got from Crabomancer has been Brutefun stuff. And everything that I've gotten from those two have been the very best miniatures I've ever had for any of this sort of thing. So anyway, I don't like goblins. I do not like the Games Workshop goblins. I think they look stupid. I think they look hokey. It just wasn't my thing. And then I came across the Brutefun Miniatures goblins, and I was completely gobsmacked and taken aback, like, oh my God, these guys look so cool and funny, but not like stupid haha funny, but kind of like a little haha funny, but still dangerous. And that's what I want in my Blitz Bowl teams. The Games Workshop elves are lame, just lame. So I got the Crabomancer Cauldron elves. I have the Dark elves, and I have his other set of elves now, and I'm really happy with them. I painted up my Dark elves in this amazing, I don't know if you see that neon paint scheme. I'll have a video rotating on here as I do this, but I have not been disappointed. They're just better than Games Workshop elves, and I dare say they're the very best elves in the market, and I can say that from pretty much everything else. The Snotling team from Games Workshop looks stupid, and I didn't want to get them. A subscriber sent me a team of Snotlings and then a team of Skaven a long time ago. And I thought the Snotling Proxy team that was sent to me, I liked it a lot. They were kind of cool, kind of Smurf inspired, still better than Games Workshop stuff. The Skaven that I got, these guys are awesome. The Techno Ratmen. These are like a steampunk-inspired set of Skaven football players, and they're so amazing. It blows my mind. These guys are how I imagine a Skaven football team to look, because these are aggressive looking. These are what Games Workshop should have done. You pair that with the crazy steampunk techno horrific body modifications they have going on, which is pure Skaven goodness, and you just have a perfect team of Ratmen. These are my default favorite Skaven ever. I look forward to Brutefun hopefully making more Skaven in the future, because I need another cool set of Skaven to go against these, and the Games Workshop stuff isn't up to snuff, and so far I haven't seen any other indie creator who's done a team that compares to this. So Brutefun, make some Plague Rat Men, make some, I don't know, some other things, but I need them. Well, recently, Brutefun did a team of Snotlings, and I found myself immediately ordering them. Like, as soon as I was able to, I ordered them, and I love them so much. I got these guys painted up pretty quickly. The little Snotling players were pretty much contrast paints and some pro acryl to make them pop, and they were super fast. But then I found myself lovingly painting the squigs. I normally think squigs are stupid. I think goblins are stupid. I don't know, they're just kind of a little too zany, cartoony for me. But these squigs are awesome. These sculpts are sensational. And I found myself slowly poring over this mini, and I was just like, I don't know, I found myself really enjoying the process and really making sure I did my very best with this guy and then with the rest of the team, because they're just that good that I found myself enjoying squigs, wanting to paint more squigs, getting squig curious. This is just an amazing thing. And like, here's another one where this Snotling is riding a squig with long legs. This is a play on the GW version where he has stilts, but this guy is just fearlessly looking, or maybe he's holding on for dear life, but he's on top of a squig with long legs and these vicious teeth in front. And I love it. I love it so freaking much. The Dino Man team, I gushed on his dudes, because these guys, they look fiercer than the Games Workshop stuff. They look so amazing. The sculpts are great, and I just had a blast. I think I used a metallic pearlescent paint for these guys for their skin, and just awesome. Just so much freaking awesome. Like I said, his orcs, his black orcs, his regular orcs, his savage orcs, they're all like, they're just on a different, higher level than Games Workshop stuff. And every time he has a new set of orcs, I need them. I don't have a full set of his Savage Orcs players yet, but I do have a few of them that I use as painting projects, and I love them. But his play on the Black Orcs, just everything the Black Orcs should have been. His various versions of orcs are just also just so much fun. I love them so much. They're just so cool looking. And then his goblins, again, he has several sets of goblins. I own, I think, 2 out of 3 of them, and they're great. They're these I forgot what they're called, but these hooded goblins are just so freaking cool. They have like a mushroom aesthetic going on with them. They're just great. And he has another set of goblins that are just more like rough and tumble, like, I don't know, they look like inner city brawler goblins, and I have those painted up, and I just love the contrast. Those are like a dark muddy colors versus these neon bright colors. His trolls are just everything. Just like, once again, the Games Workshop trolls do not compare. And I with this one, I took a long time painting them up. I wanted to go through all the details. I used some contrast paints, but a lot of this was just like hand painting it slowly and going back and try to do some highlights, and I loved it. This guy, I screwed around with just mostly contrast paints, but there's so much detail on here. It worked perfectly. And it's like, these are as different as can be, but still trolly, and I love them so much. And then whenever I have both goblin teams pairing off against each other, it just makes me so happy. It just makes me so happy. And see this stupid grin I have in my face, see the smile that I have as I talk about these miniatures. I genuinely love this stuff. I am not getting paid for this, but I always feel like I need to promote Brutefun Minis on my channel for anyone who's getting into Blitz Bowl or who's looking for new painting projects. Shot from this man. His work is god tier. I love it. I find myself looking forward to every new painting, every new miniature project that he has. And he's become a friend of the channel. He shows up on the streams. He's been like, getting to know him was weird because I almost never want to know the artists who are or the creators of any of my work because let's face it, artists are weird. And you never want to meet these people whose work you love because they might end up being crazy. But he's my kind of crazy, and we get along pretty well. And I appreciate his passion for his work. So I recommend, if you're looking for some new minis for Blitz Bowl or Blood Bowl, if you're in America, Crabomaster's Cauldron on Etsy. If you're around the world, look up Brutefun Miniatures and look for who his authorized sellers are. Shop from them. Support this awesome creator. If you have your own 3D printer, you can support him via Patreon or some other methods. I don't understand the 3D printing world, but you can get STLs directly from him and make your own minis and love them. I wish I had a 3D printer so that I could just be making more of these. I would love to make a bunch of these in statue forms because there's so much detail here. I don't know. I think these, like, for every once in a while I just have these out on shelves because they look like cool little things. I would love to have this guy, I don't know, like that big. Same with same with everything, really. I love his sculpts. And I'm rambling here. I hope you guys are great. I hope you're having a sensational week, and I hope you find minis that like excite you as much as these excite me. I hope you guys find the passion in mini painting that like these minis bring out for me. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing great, and I'll see you later on, okay? Bye. Blue sky. Ha 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 ha.